Sarah, and I'm going to guide you through, it's probably going to end up being a 55-minute flow practice. I believe this is an all levels practice, steering towards a little bit harder. So if you are a beginning student, frustration might come up, and just try to be patient with yourself. If you have a more advanced practice, feel free, to pause it, work on some stuff, throw in the handstands, extra push-ups, stuff like that. The focus for this practice is on your legs, and this is our sense of, grounding. So there's this idea of feeling your feet, feeling your entire body, and being really present to this moment here and now, which with everything that's going on, I don't know about you, but my mind is like past, future, planning, this, that. It's like so much activity. And so here, meditation, yoga is like collect all that frenetic, chaotic energy and bring it back to something very simple, which is just this moment, your physical body, and and giving yourself at least 55 minutes where you don't have to think about what you need to do for your life. You don't need to worry about the, coronavirus. And you do have an opportunity to quiet the mind with a breath. And you do have a new opportunity to bring your mental energy back into your physical body, to collect your spirit in a sense and condense it inside. All right, that's enough words. Let's get started. So come to laying on your back, and you can have, if your back feels sore, bend the knees, plant the feet on the floor, pigeon toe the feet, rest the knees against each other. And if your back feels okay, have the legs long, heavy, feet flopped open, and bring both of your hands onto your belly. So arriving in your physical body, start by feeling your feet and travel your mind from your feet up through your legs. Feel your ankles, your lower legs, feel both of your knees, feel your thighs, and feel your hips. And for a moment, imagine the tension, any tension living in the legs is just draining out the legs into the floor. Both legs totally relaxed. And now feel your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, and feel the hands, your fingertips, and let the energy flow down from the shoulders all the way down to the fingertips, and imagine any tension is just draining out of the arms. And bring your mind to the top of your head and travel the mind down through your skull, your neck spine, your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, and your tailbone, and let any tension just flow down from the top of the head, draining down the spine and out the tailbone into the floor. And imagine all of this tension that lives in the body is just seeping down into the floor, and Mother Earth is going to process this tension for you, so you can just let it leave the body and it will be digested properly. You have probably both hands on your belly, and now feel the breath that's moving under your hands. So this breath is your vital energy, prana. And so as you inhale, imagine the energy from the breath circulating out into your entire body. And as you exhale, imagine the energy circulating back into your center. So inhaling to energize your entire form, and then exhaling to feel the energy just swirling back into the center. And so in Chinese medicine, this is your dantian, this energy garden. So it's believed that we have a ton of energy in our stomachs. And then in yoga philosophy, your middle is your third chakra, which is your place of willpower, of healthy self-esteem, and your ability to act in the world. So if you're feeling, kind of paralyzed or nervous, then this is a good place, right? The stomach to help circulate energy, to reduce tension, and just kind of bringing some awareness here to help it heal or loosen up the tension that might be there, stuck energy. Before we start to move around, we'll take a couple of breaths. So notice if there is any tension in the belly, and on your next exhale, give that tension a little sound on the exhale. And if you're feeling brave, on your next exhale, you can give it an even bigger sound. Allowing yourself to express what you feel. And the last one, big inhale. Usually in yoga, you're breathing just in and out of your nose because the nasal passage is lined with a sensitive material that's going to send a signal to your nervous system that it's okay to relax. If your only option is to breathe through your mouth, just be really careful with the breaths and breathe with a lot of intention. But otherwise, breath is in and out of the nose. Feel free to sigh at any time if you want to release tension from the body and try it out. Okay, on your next exhale, hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. Rock a little side to side, loosen up the back. Hold on to your right shin bone and extend the left leg long and heavy onto the floor. Press your left thigh into the mat. Pull your right knee in towards your armpit. And now early hamstring stretch. Start to squeeze the leg a little bit towards straight. And if the hamstring's tight, you're going to have a deep bend in the knee. Totally fine. Abdominals. Lift the shoulder blades off the floor. Flex up the left leg, lift it. Interlace the hands behind the head with the elbows wide. Inhale on the mat and exhale, lift up a little higher. Inhale, lay down. Exhale, lift, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift, twist to the left. Inhale, center, and exhale, lift up the middle. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift, twist over to your right. Inhale, center, and exhale, lift and twist to the left. 5 more. Center, right, left. 4, center, right, left. 3, center, right, left. 2, center, right, left. Last one, center, right, and left. Hug the knees into the chest. Feels a little spicy in the abs. Other side. Hold on to the left shin bone. Right leg is long. Squeeze the leg towards straight. Early hamstring stretch. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Flex both feet. Same thing. We'll do 7. So it's a center, right, left. Oh wait, we should go left first. Inhale, center, exhale, center, inhale, center, exhale, left, center, and right. Okay, 5, center, left, right, 4, center, left, right, 3, 2, center, left, right, last one, center, left, and right. Hug your knees into the chest. Rock up and down your spine. And come into an all fours position, tabletop pose. Stack your wrist, elbows, shoulder joint. Line up the knees under the hips. Inhale, chest up, tailbone up. Exhale, curl it under. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward round. So keep going, cat-cow cycles. I like to stretch out my wrists here, so turning the fingers back towards the knees, couple of cat-cows like that. Turning the hands back around, putting the back of the hand on the floor. Some folks like doing both at once. I'll do one at a time. My wrists are pretty tight. And then another one that can feel kind of good is up on the fingertips. So building some finger strength. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward round. Okay, next pose, downward dog. Curl the toes, lift the hips up. Bending one knee at a time and kind of, I'm bending my right knee and the left hip is going up, kind of up and in a little side stretch. So that can feel good. Going the other direction, feeling a stretch all down the right side of the body. Bending both knees and really moving the chest towards the thighs. And then soften the heels to the floor as you're ready to stretch out your legs. If you want to measure traditional distance of down dog, come into a plank pose. The arm bones are stacked, hips in line with the shoulders, and then press back from there, downward dog. Make sure your palms are really flat. Wrap your outer upper arms back. Draw the front ribs in, tighten the belly. You can always do this with bent knees, so it's less of a plank and more like you want to sit on the ceiling. Okay, walk up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Decide whether you want your feet hips width to 2 fist distance or bring them all the way together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All right, sweaters coming off. From here, we're going to do something a little different. Chair pose. Hips down and arms up. Sink the body weight into your heels. Press the heels down into the floor. Pull the abdominal muscles in. And see if you can feel this a little bit in your hamstrings. So how do you do that? For me, I kind of push my heels down, scoop the tailbone under slightly. So it just shares a little bit of work, under there. Spin the hands towards the ceiling. Feel the shoulders in a way they're softening down the back, even though your scapula, shoulder blades are rotating upwards. So there is a little bit of upward movement through the shoulder joint. Okay, take an inhale. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, stretch up and back. And exhale, fold over your legs. And bend the knees if the hamstring stretches too much. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, chair pose. So make sure too, if you're doing this with your feet apart, your knees and your feet are pointing straight forward in the same direction. A lot of times, let's see, something like that or something like this. So just keep everything lined up, belly in. And you're like maybe thinking that this is a little annoying, but today's practice is about grounding. So really let that fire build in the legs. This is calling your spirit back into your body, your mind back into your body, this burning feel in the legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, stretch, maybe a back bend, and exhale, fold over your legs. And now there's a sense of relief in the legs. One more, inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Okay, now here's the mental focus. So look at one spot with your eyes. And make your inhale the same length as your exhale. So if you inhale for a count of 3, exhale for a count of 3. If this is easy for you, you have options. You can sit lower, which is really going to help build the heat in the legs. Or if you want to play with your balance, come onto your balls of the feet, tip toes. Lift the heels high, high up like a dancer. Sit the hips a little bit lower. So just keep looking at one spot with the eyes, or you can do this with the eyes closed. Squeeze the elbows straight. Soften the shoulders in a way. Arms can be as wide as feels supportive for the shoulder joints. Your body is burning. You're losing patience. Just come back to the breath, back to that singular point of focus. Breathe well. Circulate the energy through your body. 3 more breaths. We'll stretch your quads later. 1 more breath. If the heels are lifted, press them down. Stand up. Stretch your whole front side body however you want, and then fold over the legs. Feel the arms, right, and the legs. Tension is leaving the body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plank pose. So a lot of times what I see in this pose is the butt kind of sags down like that. So lift the butt up. And then those of you with more experience, you have to fire up your own abs. So you're gonna scoop the tailbone under, press your navel to your spine, and draw the front ribs in. If you have sensitive wrist, you're gonna lower the knees to the floor. And if you were pregnant, you wouldn't want to lay on your belly. So knees may come down, shoulders past the wrist, bend the elbows above the wrist. Halfway is chaturanga, the rest of the way onto your stomach. Cobra poses. Press all 10 toenails into the floor. Press your pubic bone into the floor and start to lift up. Take an inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, lower, hover your nose. Let's do 5. So 4 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Okay, 3 more. Really coil the entire spine. 2 big inhales, full lungs at the top. Empty at the bottom. Last one. Maybe even lift your hands. It's only your back strength. Lower the spine down. If you're on the stronger side, lift the kneecaps. Newer to the practice, use the knees. Lift chest and hips at the same time. Plank, downward facing dog pose. We're gonna do a variation on Surya Namaskar C. I'll guide you through 1 round really slow to help warm you up. 1 round breath to movement. And then I'll guide another round breath to movement, but feel free to take that one on your own, right? Lift your right leg up in the air. Level your pelvis to the floor. Point your toes, the right toes. Stretch your left leg. Hug your knee into your chest. It's a plank pose with the knee to the chest. Leg comes up and back. Inhale, down dog splits, and exhale. Step the foot up and through between the hands. If you have blocks available, you can put blocks underneath your hands and start to squeeze your front leg towards straight. So especially if you're practicing without props, the front knee may not straighten, and that's okay. And then those of you that have the mobility in this moment to squeeze the front leg straight, you can. I have short legs and long arms, so it's easy for me to touch the floor. Sometimes it's a proportional thing, and then a lot of people are like, oh no, my legs are long and my arms are short. I'm terrible. No. Everybody is so beautiful. We're so well designed, and there's no standard. I mean, Western society makes a standard, but you know, that's could be a load of crap, right? So radical self-acceptance is where we're trying to get here. Hopefully your hamstring feels a little looser after that rant. So, and maybe some of you are like, what about the alignments? If your leg is tight, what's going to happen is it's going to pull your right hip forward. So if you're ready for a deeper stretch, you can scissor the inner groins so the pelvis is level, and this is going to give you the deepest stretch through all those muscles that make up the hamstrings. Okay, from here, bend your knee and step up to the top of the mat with the feet hips width or together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And here's the vinyasa. So if you want to jump back, bend the elbows, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, lift the thighs, lift the chest, exhale, downward facing dog pose. Lift your left leg up. Level the pelvis to the floor. So a lot of times, right, we want to crank it open. Keep it level just when you go for a handstand later, that's important. Take an inhale, exhale, knee comes in. This will strengthen your stomach and your arms. Inhale the leg up, and exhale, step the foot through. Gently begin to squeeze the front leg straight. So, ways that you can minimize the stretch, right, is to hold on to the leg, which this turns it into a balancing pose, right, bending the knee. And then those of you that feel really open, you're leveling your pelvis and laying your body over your leg. Some teachers ask that if you have a really intense flexibility, right, if you're laying your body on your leg, that you actually lift yourself out of it a little bit so you can build your strength. So lifting yourself out of this might look like tenting the fingertips, scooping the tailbone under, pulling the belly in. You can even lift your leg up from there, right? But you decide what you want to work on or what you feels good to you today, because this is about being in your body. Another rant. Okay, take one more breath. Bend the knee, step up to the top of the mat. Line up your feet. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, maybe a back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, vinyasa. If you step back with a habitual foot, try to switch which foot you step back with. Lowering down. You know, cobra is still a good pose. Inhale and exhale. Push the floor away. Downward dog. Here's the breath to movement. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, hamstring stretch. Exhale, bend the knee, step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, vinyasa of your choice. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, hamstring stretch. Exhale, step up, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, vinyasa, lower, chaturanga. Palms flat, back bend, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, take one on your own, totally ignore me, or I'll guide one more. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee comes in. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, hamstring stretch. Exhale, maybe it's a mini standing splits. Handstands are available. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, maybe that little standing splits on the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Dig the heels down. Exhale, push, stand. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower, flat palms, elbows back, chest forward. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hips up. All right, cool. So that was our warm up. And you can feel this nice heat that you're generating in your body. Let's do some warrior poses. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to the right tricep. Hold the pose, or if you're warm enough, bend the elbows, lean forward, and do a little arm balance. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, knee across the body. Same thing if you want, you could do an arm balance here, or right, kick the leg out and take a stretch. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, foot goes through. Warrior two pose. Find your breath first. Grounding through the legs. Make sure your front toes, knee pointing straight forward. Back foot points a little forward. Pelvis is at a slight diagonal, so your inner thigh is going forward. Spine tall, arms long. Flip the front palm, stretch up and back into reverse warrior. Side body stretch. A lot of times what I see here is people turn it into a back bend and use your abdominal muscles. Draw the front ribs in, abdominals in, so it's a true side stretch. This is kind of a nice variation. Left hand to the heart, right arm stretches back. Take an inhale, and then exhale, squeeze the legs straight, tee the arms, reach forward, triangle pose. If you're feeling mellow, stay here. Just enjoy the expansive nature of this posture. Two shoulders in one line, spine long, mini bend in the front knee. Or balancing half moon. Because I'm going to hit my head on the desk, I'll slide my right foot back. My right hand is in line with the pinky toe side of my foot, and it's pretty far in front of it. That's probably like a foot, 14 inches, something like that. Come up on to standing on the right, flex the left foot, balancing half moon pose. Two shoulders in one line. And then you can take any variation, Chapasana variation. You bend the top left knee, catch hold of the foot, and start to kick back. So you can stretch your thigh and your chest. If balancing is hard for you, keep a bend in the standing leg and look down one spot on the floor. Balancing is easy for you. Stay calm and start to lift your gaze up if you fall, right? You come back in when you feel ready and you feel mentally relaxed. Use the breath to help with that process. Take an inhale and exhale. Release into warrior two. I gotta step my front foot up a little bit. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Lift the back heel. Press into your left hand, reach your right arm up. Oh, you could use your back knee on the floor. Gosh, this feels so good. 3 breaths. The proper way to do this is to take both the shoulder blades onto the back and use your abs to twist. Okay, let's do Vasisthasana, side plank. So there's that variation where you hop the left knee up and swing the right leg back. There's also the full pose where you stack the feet. So feel free to take any variation and try this advanced move. You're going to bend the right knee up and catch hold of the right knee. And that might feel okay, or take peace sign fingers around the big toe and start to kick up and stretch open. Breathe to circulate the energy in the body. Slow motion, come into plank. Only vinyasa if it makes you happy. There's so many different ways to vinyasa, so feel free to mix it up. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to the left tricep. Hold the pose, or arm balance. And sometimes with the arm balance, maybe even the head touches the floor, right? If it's okay on your spine. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, knee across the body. Hold the pose. Probably hovering is better for your abs. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, step it through. Warrior two. Sink down, settle in. Knees, toes pointed straight forward. Abdominals firm, spine tall. Feel the breath moving in and out of the lungs. Find the breath again. Reverse warrior. Maybe right hand comes to the center of the chest, bending the front knee forward, leaning back. Your mind is back in your body. Inhabit your whole body with the mind. Front leg straight, arms to a T. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, triangle. You're invited to stay here. Or bend your front left knee. For me, I'm going to slide my foot back. You might slide the hand forward instead, right? So your hand is in front of your left foot and a little to the left of the left foot, in line with the pinky toe side. Lift your right leg up. Steer the right toes towards the wall that the chest is facing. You can always have a bend in the knee when you're balancing on one leg. The leg might move a little bit towards straight. Some of you catch hold of the foot. And if this feels difficult, just stay where you are. Keep breathing. And calm the breath down. And those of you that this feels easy, you've got hold of the back foot and you can lean back and kick. Feel a stretch in the front of your right hip and your shoulder, the right shoulder. Okay, slowly, warrior two. Ooh. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill down. So runner's lunge, left knee is above left ankle. Push into the right hand, lift the left arm up, and twist. If your back leg is raised, squeeze it as straight as it'll go. Contract your thigh. Pull the abdominal muscles in. If you're feeling naughty and you think it's safe for the body, you can lean back a little bit into the stretch. But be careful, because maybe you hurt the spine that way, right? So if you're being more sensitive with your spine, you're going to take the shoulder blades onto the back, pull the belly in, and have the twist come from your strength, pushing into the floor and reaching straight up, rather than just like leaning back into it. Okay, side plank. Pivot onto the pinky toe side of your right foot. You can hold on to your left knee. You can take peace sign fingers around the left big toe. And when you learn this in Ashtanga, it's like a little bit more straightforward, I think. And in Dharma, you press the back foot flat and roll the chest open to the ceiling and lean back. I like that one, but I always get corrected when I do it to do more like this. Okay. My arms shaking. Plank. Vinyasa. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hips up. Soft behind your knees. Step or float top of the mat. Fold over the legs. Separate your feet 2 fist distance and slide your hands under your feet. Little massage for your wrists. Bend the elbows out to the sides. Relax your head. And just like in the beginning of the practice, on your next exhale, move your awareness from your tailbone to the top of the head and imagine any tension is draining out the top of the head to the floor. I'm giving it a little shake. You know, like when a flower is wet and you give it a little shake and the droplets move off of it. Okay. Catch your hips, inhale halfway, and exhale the rest of the way up. Pick up your right knee. Stay here, or peace sign fingers around the right big toe. Kick forward. Start to move your right leg out to the right, gaze goes left. Those of you that are feeling pretty good here, bend the elbow, lift the leg a little higher. That's also kind of a no-no sometimes. You want to keep the pelvis level, but it feels good. Okay, move the leg back into the center. Bend your knee into your chest. Hold on to the hips. Warrior 3 pose. So in a Warrior 3, level your pelvis to the floor. That's the hardest part. It's going to throw you off your balance, right? But you can even feel with your right hand that your low back is level. Pull the abdominals in to support your low spine. Any variation with the arms. Feel for the breath. Your leg is burning. That's great. Your leg is getting stronger and your mind is in your leg. Revolved half moon. Dip the right fingertips down. Lift the left arm up. Some of you might want to bend the back knee, catch hold of the foot, and start to kick up. Chapasana, revolved half moon pose. That's an option. Keep the breath flowing. Pelvis level, spine opening up. Slowly dip the hands down. Standing splits pose. So level the pelvis and use your hamstring strength, your glute strength, to lift your right leg a little higher. Take an inhale and exhale, forward fold. Feel the difference between your legs. Now both of my legs are on fire, but in different places, right? The calf muscle on my left leg and the glute on my right leg. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. You might feel it somewhere different in your body. That's totally fine. Inhale, stand up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, feel your beating heart. Feel those fresh breaths in and out of the rib cage. Hands on the hips. Let's just go right into it. Second side. So you can keep your knee bent like this, right? And move it out to the side. Peace sign fingers around the big toe. Kick forward. Sometimes when you kick forward, your body hunches forward like this. Instead, bend the knee. Keep the spine tall. So you're working on building that abdominal strength. Leg goes out to the side. Shift the gaze. keep the breath circulating. Your breath will keep you present, leg to the center, hands on the hips, and your breath will keep you relaxed. Pivot on the pelvis, warrior three pose. Level the pelvis, squeeze your left leg straight. The right knee can be bent. If your back feels kind of sore right now, you can either come out of the pose or pull the belly in. So you're going to use your front side strength to support the spine. Sometimes the back hurts because our back muscles are working too hard. We're not working our front muscles. Okay, left hand down, right arm up, twist. Keep squeezing your left bun. So you lift the left hip up in line with the right. Hold the abdominals in, twist against it. Maybe bend the back knee, catch hold of the foot. Breathe as well as you can. Clear the mind. One more breath. Okay, hand comes down. Standing splits pose. Sometimes you're just hanging in there, right? And so just stay where you are and breathe. Other times you're like, how do I go deeper? Walk the hands closer to the foot. Lift the left leg up to stretch. Stretch at like 80%. All right, and then forward fold. Separate your feet the width of the mat, toes out, heels in, and squat down. If you're like wild person, you have a lot of energy, you can take a crow pose right now, but otherwise just rest here for a moment, stretching your hips, stretching your back. You can reach forward. This is kind of the cool thing about teaching and practicing at the same time. It's like, what would feel good right now? Okay, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do two more hard things. The whole practice is hard, but these are like things that are really gonna challenge your body, and then we'll do some gentle stretching to cool down. So the first thing we're gonna do is baby handstand hops. So if you want to take your mat to a wall, if you have the luxury of a wall space, we can. And if you don't have the luxury of a wall space, I'll guide you through it in the center. Just be careful, right? You want to avoid the emergency room right now if you can. So don't do anything crazy. Downward dog pose. So you have your classic down dog. Now you're going to take a short dog. So you walk the feet up halfway if it's possible. If you walk your feet up halfway and your hands lift, then walk the feet back. Okay, so short dog, lift the right leg up and square your pelvis. Stack your arm bones so shoulders are directly above the wrists. Look between your thumbs, level the pelvis, flex the lifted leg, bend your left knee and push off the toes, little jump. Okay, try another one. So you're gonna push into your hands, flex the left foot on the way up. If it feels okay, give yourself couple more jumps, right? Try jumping on an inhale. Try jumping on an exhale. Okay, forward fold, catch your opposite elbows. Shake the head up. Deep breaths. Let's do the other side. Short downward dog. I think I need to go shorter. Okay, shortest dog possible. Lift the left leg up. Square the pelvis. Feel a stretch in your right leg. Stack the arm bones. Flex through the lifted leg. High up on the ball of the right foot, little bend in the knee. Look at one spot and a jump. Oh. And then another one. Again, try jumping on an inhale. Try jumping on an exhale. I think the exhale works better for me. Feel free to keep going. We'll meet up in a forward fold. With your hands interlaced behind you, squeeze shoulder blades in, stretch open the front of the chest. Bend your right knee, roll the chest open to the left, and take a breath. Bend your left knee, touch your left shoulder to your left knee, open the chest to the right. Come back into the center, hands to the lower back, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog pose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, roll open the hip. Maybe you want to flip your dog. Some of you might take it into the back bend from here. Walking the toes up, turning your hand in, getting a stretch. Okay, push yourself back over, down dog splits, take an inhale. Exhale, right foot outside of the right hand. Lizard stretch. This is gonna feel really hard. Especially because we're all like a tiny bit stressed and the body is so tight when we're stressed. It's normal. So just try to be patient with yourself, you know. Big inhales, long exhales. Bend the back knee, catch your foot. Any variation. If you can't catch your back foot right now, don't worry about it. You're stretching your hips. Upward push-up plank pose. Lower down slow onto the belly. Shalabhasana. Flip the palms down, chin or forehead to the floor. Lift the chest. Lift the legs. Interlace the hands behind you. Squeeze shoulder blades in, stretch the chest. Remember, if you feel sharp shooting pain in the spine, don't go there. If you just feel your back muscles working, that's a good sign. Some of you bend the knees. Catch hold of your feet. Kick back, stretch the chest. Contract the back side of your body and come into cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. All right. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Roll open the hip. Maybe flip your dog. The trick to doing the back bend, if you have Urdhva Dhanurasana in your practice, you spin the right fingers to point away, right? Pointing, right now my right hand is pointing to the right. Walk the feet in, lift the pelvis, lift the chest, and then touch the floor. And you'll feel a pretty deep back bend. And when you're ready, push into the right hand. And it's a little bit of a wrist stretch on the way out. Left leg is up, inhale, and exhale, left foot outside the left hand. Back knee comes down. Feels better to point the toes out, roll to the outer edge of the foot. For me, you might like how it feels toes forward, knee forward. It changes the angle of your pelvis. One of them is going to give you a better stretch. Okay, catch the back foot. So I learned from Talia, she's Talia Sutra on Instagram, that if you take long exhales, it'll help your body stretch. So it's like big inhale and long exhale. Just helps to relax the body. Okay, leg goes back, plank. Getting tired. Lower slowly down. Remember, you can rest at any time, but sometimes it's like, okay, I'm a little tired, let's see what happens. Squeeze the shoulder blades in, lift the chest, lift the legs. So the whole practice of yoga is just an exploration. And in my experience, having sensitivity towards yourself. So, for example, you know, sometimes or at one point in my life, I could put my feet on my head in this pose. And then now it's sort of like, can I? I don't know. Probably not. So I'm not going to right now. Just feeling into the spine. Where is it today? And today it feels good right here. And I'm not going to try to push myself past that unless I'm like, oh, I think I can go deeper. Then you can go deeper. Okay. And then same thing, right? King Cobra, pull the elbows back, lift the chest, gently move the feet to the head. Sometimes you get a hamstring cramp here, that's normal, but try to avoid getting a hamstring cramp. Don't push yourself that hard. Just a nice, easy stretch for the spine. Lower yourself down and press yourself up into a comfortable cross-legged seat with your right shin bone in the front. Let's meditate for 5 breaths. So take a moment and you're just going to ground. Feel your sitting bones push into the floor, your spine lift up. Observe, right, your heart is probably beating kind of fast. I don't know about you, but my breath feels really open right now. It's like, oh, finally I can take a deep breath. If you feel like you can't breathe, that's normal too, right? Sometimes we push ourselves, we feel like we can't breathe. So for you, just really concentrate on finding the breath again. Maybe lay on your back to breathe, something like that. Okay. It's hard in our exercise culture, right, to take a moment to do something so mundane as laying on your back and breathing, but it'll help shift your perspective, and that might be worth more than anything. Bring your right hand behind your back, take your left arm and hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. So your right knee is bent up, left leg is underneath you. If this is really tight for your body, you can always extend the bottom leg, the left leg out. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, twist. Press your right foot down on the floor, lift the spine up. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Okay, come back into the center. Keep your legs where they are. Twist the other way. Counter twist. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Okay, back into the center. Switch the legs. So you're going to have your right leg underneath you, left leg over. Plant your sitting bones into the floor. Lift the spine up. Right arm hooks on the outside of the left leg. Look past your look past your left shoulder. I can sneak in a neck stretch here if I tuck my chin a little bit towards my chest. I don't know if that feels good on your neck. Traditionally, you want to keep your spine as tall as possible and a sense of a regal lift in the back of the head, like where your neck meets your skull, there's all this space. That might be Jarlandala Bandha. Bandha means lock, so the lock is happening right here where your jaw meets your neck, but then there's some space back here. And they also call this region in the back of the head where your neck meets your skull is called the mouth of God. So maybe, downloading spiritual messages. But this class is about grounding. Come back into the center. So really try to come into this moment. What's happening for you right here, right now? Counter twist. Bring your left hand behind you. right hand behind you and twist to the right. Just take one breath. Come back into the center. Okay, bring the soles of your feet to touch. Knees butterfly open. And take your thumbs and put them into the sole of the foot and start to peel your feet open like a book. And you can stay upright or you can fold forward. And it's probably my yin background, but I'm like, I don't want to do any more effort. So I'll just walk my hands forward and bow my head and let gravity take hold of my body. Long exhales. Breathe so deep you feel a stretch under your shoulder blades. And now lift yourself up. Cross your right knee over the left knee. Separate the feet. If this doesn't work for your body, cross the legs, flex your feet. Heels could be in line with the knee joints, crossing in the center of the shin bones, Sukhasana, or a double pigeon, right? Take your arms out in front of you. Right arm under the left arm, eagle, wrap the arms. If this is too tight, catch hold of opposite shoulders with your hands. You can stay upright, lifting the elbows, or fold forward. 5 breaths. You're stretching your hips here and under your shoulder blades. Come on up, unravel the arms, feel the difference in your arms. Switch across the legs. So either left knee is on top of the right knee, and for some folks, the knees are stacked and the feet are out to the sides flexed. For me, this is a little tight for my body, so you can see the knees aren't really lined up. So crossing at the shin bones, feet in line with the knees, left elbow underneath the right, lifting the elbows, staying upright, or fold down the middle. Five breaths. Breathe really beautiful breaths, so nourishing. Come on up, undo the arms, undo the legs, lay on your back, right knee up, press the left thigh down, inhale, exhale, right knee across the body, open up the right arm to the right, turn your head wherever it feels best on your neck. And go ahead and come up, switch the legs, left leg up, right leg long, guide your leg across your body, nice spine twist, 5 breaths here. You can have your eyes open and just take in your room, take in the room you're in. Oh, I'm practicing in my room right now. Or close the eyes, relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyelids. Either way, you're grounding into the present moment. What's happening right now? Feel one more breath fully. Hug your knees into your chest. Take any last movement that might feel good for your body. And then surrender into deep relaxation, Shavasana pose. So you flop the feet open, arms by the sides. You can lift your chest, tuck your shoulder blades onto your back, settle in, wiggle the feet a little side to side. Gently wag the head to help loosen up the neck. Feel your entire body resting on the floor. And scan your body for any residual tension. And on your next exhale, invite that tension to leave the body. If it's not too agitating, if it helps you, keep returning your mind to your body. Every time you notice you're thinking about all this different stuff, just come back to feeling the body. Where is the tension in the body? And can I soften that area? And sometimes the answer is no. So just imagine a white light in that area. If you want to stay a little longer, please do. Just totally ignore everything that comes after this, and rest as long as you need. If you feel ready to come out, then you can start by wiggling fingers and toes. Deepen your breath. Roll to one side. Give yourself a moment. And then as you're ready, you'll come into your meditative seat. When you sit cross-legged, your knees are kind of up like this, sit on top of something. You can rest the hands on your knees or bring hands to the heart. And then one last moment of grounding. Feel your entire body with your mind. Trace the complete journey of one single breath. And as Eckhart Tolle says, you only need one pure breath to reach enlightenment. Even if it's just for one breath, it's something. take a moment and honor yourself for making it through this practice. It's not easy in trying times to meditate, but it can feel essential to give yourself that mental vacation, right? At least an hour where you can just concentrate in the moment, breathe, and help stretch and relax tension out of the body. So thank yourself for giving yourself this space to unwind a little bit, to take care of yourself, to treat yourself well. And we'll seal it in with a breath together. Inhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much, virtual yogis. Please feel free to give me any feedback on these online classes, anything that you would want to learn or work on, and I look forward to connecting with you here and maybe in real life someday.